So this beautiful lady is very, very experienced in all of things to do with Senegence and all of the products, how to sell them, how to engage with the clients, all the knowledge about all the products, etc. She's utterly incredible, and she's going to teach us how to engage with at parties, etc. So I don't know if Christina wants to say anything at all.
No, I think Ian's saying it all. That's all. No, it's just lovely to see you all. It really, really is. And you know, just mingle with each other, as Ian said, and just enjoy yourselves, play full out, and enjoy. And just, if there's any problems at all, just come to us and we will sort it all out. So don't worry.
We will. Any worries? But first of all, give this lady a gorgeous welcome.
Okay, so I'm back. Okay, I won't turn it on. So I'm back for some of you, and I'm new to some of you, right? So I'm super excited to be here. Hands up at who I know. Yes, 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 yes. I know you're on the screen. Yeah. Yes. So it's very exciting to see old friends and to meet new friends as well. It is actually 3 years, I can't believe it, we just talked about it, 3 years since I was here with you guys, which that went by so quick, didn't it? And prior to that, I think I was here for about 3 years coming. So it's been a while, but in that time, things have changed quite a lot for me in that 3 years, because when I was coming before, I was in Canada, and I was coming from Vancouver. And then 2 years ago, in the middle of all the craziness, my family and I, which it was always planned, and when COVID happened, the sea thing, you know, we thought, well, we're just going to stick with it anyway, and let's do it. Well, it ended up costing us a lot more than it would if it wasn't, you know, that time. Quarantine from hell, that's all I can say. It was that, you know, it was with two teenagers who were like 16 and 18. One who didn't want to be there.
Were you just in like one hotel room?
Yeah. Well, we had an adjoining room, and we ended up locking the 18-year-old in there by herself because she was awful. Like, the police came to the door twice. She was awful. It was awful, but it was worth it. But you know, that happening and moving to Australia, a few things, of course, happened with that. One was I lost all my Canadian customer base. So I was starting from scratch, and some of you have heard me say that on the trainings that I do. It was like I was a brand new distributor again with no rank whatsoever. What the company did do for me, and it's amazing, because it is the only time they've done it, they allowed my team to go with me. So it was a bit scary one day, because I logged into my new number and there was no one. And I thought, where's all my team? They've all gone. And about 24 hours later, they all appeared. And it's the first time they've done that. The company is moved somebody's team to that other country. So I feel lucky for that, but of course I still had to start again. And yes, I had friends in Australia, because for those that didn't know or don't know, I lived in Australia prior to moving to Canada. So it wasn't a new country, it was just, had been 11 years since I lived in that part of Australia, or in that place, right? So yes, some friends are there, but you can't rely on your few friends for everything. So it's been a journey, it's been a challenge, it's taken time, and in that move, I also realised for my family, I needed to get a job, because I was starting again from scratch, so I didn't have an income like right away. So for the first time in many, many, many years, I'm talking like 28, I got a job. And I still have that job, and I love it, and I'm a carer, a disability carer, and I've never done it, but it is something that I feel came very naturally to me. Fortunately, in Australia, it's a very well-paid job. So it was, you know, good pay, something that I would like, and I'm still doing it. But what I've actually done recently is cut back my hours, because my business is building. So the last few months, since I did cut it back, my business has really quite exploded. And last month, I double ranked. I was so excited. So I'm a royal started waning, it's been a process, but my goal is to get back to where I was, which was princess. So I am, in the company's eyes, an emeritus princess. I'm also a certified field leader trainer for Joni. And that's something I've been very proud to be, proud out loud to be. And I took that role with me to Australia. So I am the only certified field leader trainer in Australia at the moment. So now that all things are getting back to normal, hopefully, you know, we can do lots more trainings, and I'm really excited that you guys have made the time to be here. I know Janice said there's a few more coming tomorrow, but I'm really excited that you've took that time. I wish everyone would come to trainings. Like, you guys are here, and you guys are the ones that have got to go back out there after this is all done and try and get more and more people to them, you know, in the future, right? And, you know, I know these girls that I know have always come to trainings, and aren't they the best? They are. So when you leave this weekend and you go home, you've got to tell everybody else they missed out on the best thing that ever happened, right? Because it really is. I go to everything, and in all my years in direct sales, which is 29 this month, 29 years I've been doing direct sales, I have never missed trainings or events, ever. And I go to them all. When I get off the plane, when I get home from England back to Australia, on the 21st of October, I get in at 5 to 7 in the morning, and I'm going to Leaders Conference at 9 o'clock.
Wow.
Because I will not miss it, right? I will not miss it. So I'll probably have matchsticks to keep you open. And you know, I'm a little bit jet lagged today, but I'm fine. I'll just keep going. I say, like Jerry says, Jerry Taylor Swift, keep on keeping on, right? That's what I was doing yesterday, keep on keeping on. So we are going to talk a little bit about something that I'm pretty passionate about. I've done many of them in my lifetime, and that is demos. Now, hands up, who has done in-person demos? Hands up. Okay, who has never done one? Never done one, okay. Now, when we say we've done them, like, have we done lots of them? Have we done a few of them? What have we done?
I've done one.
You've done one?
I'll be honest, that was probably about 4 years ago.
Right. I remember you doing that party, I'm sure I remember that. What else? Louise, you do parties, I've seen you do parties.
Yeah, but not that many.
Not many?
Yeah.
Would you like to do more?
Definitely, because they work.
Right, they do work, and that's why we're talking about it tonight, is because they work, right? And that's the whole idea, is getting in front of people. I know that's been really hard over the last couple of years for all of us, and in different countries, different times. We've all been in different lockdowns and all sorts of things, but you know, it was a process. We've all kind of had to learn to work through the situation we've been put in the last few years, haven't we? But what's exciting is now we can really try and get back to what was normal. And we have to just move on and get back to normal, don't we? And doing demos, it is what direct sales is all about. Like, before we had social media, which is definitely in my time in direct sales, we didn't even have a phone. When I started, we had a house phone, but we didn't have anything else. We barely even had an email. Like, you know, so we had to do everything in person. We had to ring people, we had to talk to people, we had to be in front of people. And it was the only way that you sold product or recruited a team. The only way. Janice is the same as me. Janice has been in direct sales a long time like me, and she will tell you exactly the same thing. We are old school, right? So we learned the old way, and really it is, sometimes with all this new technology, it is about going back to basics, and the basics are the old way. Right, Janice?
Totally.
Totally the old way. So, we're going to work through how to do a demo, but what I'm not going to do is stand here and tell you all about the products tonight, right? But what they've done, the lovely crew at SheerSense, have set up this lovely Christmas display, just to show you how lovely, because blue and silver is SheerSense Senegent's colours, right? And what's really great about this, and I didn't say this for them to do, but on my notes it says, keep it simple, right? So if you notice here, this is not a table full of products, right? It's really important that you realise that, like, don't overwhelm people when you set up a display. So yes, when you're doing a demo, you want a nice display, number one, right? You're going to need a lovely display. This is, of course, themed for Christmas. What's funny is, Johnny said, well, what should we do? And I thought, oh, Christmas. Not thinking that when I got here, every pub, everywhere I'm going, it's Christmas. I walked into a pub today and it smelled like Christmas. I'm like, oh, they've got a candle on. Way more than Australia. They're not even there yet. We're not talking about Christmas, but of course it doesn't get cold in Australia, so it's not the same. Not the same. Anyway, we still try to have Santa and pretend it's snowing, you know. But this is a lovely display because it's simple. Now, yes, you probably might add your lip scents, right, or something else, but don't fill it up. The other thing to remember when you are doing a demo is, first and foremost, you have to coach your host. Am I supposed to flick? Oh no, you did. You flicked. Is there any more to flick? No?
I think the next one's the
right, okay. So you need to coach your host, right? So how are we going to find hosts? Anyone help me here? How are we going to find hosts to host a demo? How are we going to do a demo? Number one, think about, how can we do a demo? How can you all go away from here and have a demo?
Ask people.
Ask people, firstly, yeah. Who are you going to ask?
Everyone.
Everyone, right? Put it out there. I'm a huge believer that you have to ask for help. And help, you've heard me say this before, help is the magic word, right? When you use the word help, it's not pleading with people, it's how you say it that counts, right? So for example, in August, Synergents put on Do 10 Makeover Challenge. I know you guys did something similar too, right, Janice?
We did in September.
Right. So I thought to myself, oh, this will be good for me. I really need to get more customers, right? Knowing I'm still trying to build my business. So I put a post on Facebook, on my personal Facebook. Now I don't do that lots. I don't post about my business all the time on personal stuff. But very quickly, all my new British friends started saying, yes, I love one, Andrea, I love one. So what I've done recently also is network. Now I know I've talked about this before at these events, and you know, it's just the same as if you are trying to build your shear sense business as me going to Australia and trying to build my business, right? I realised I needed to network some more. And even one of my British, a lot of my friends are British, but one of my friends, she said to me, Andrea, I noticed you going out a lot and meeting all these new people. She's one of my best friends. And I think she was like a bit concerned that I was going to dump her, you know. And she said, why are you doing that? And I said, well, firstly, because I don't live where you all live anymore. I live near the city, and I need like friends near the city to go out with. And, you know, it's good for my business. But do I go out and do I like sit at the table and say, hey guys, I sell lip scents, you know, this is what I do? No, I don't do that. I go out and I make friends, right? So that's what I've done. I've made lots of new friends, and they all said yes to the makeover. I thought, this is awesome. They all came along, and my sales skyrocketed to $5,000 that month because they all bought product, right? And the reason they did was because I said I would really love your help, right? This challenge has been set by the company, and I would love it if you can help me reach my target of 10. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Millions of people did not do that challenge. But I know that those who did, their business boomed, right? And I think it was like 100 people. Like it wasn't. Janice and I were just talking before about getting people to do things, right? But the company doesn't just do it for fun or say, let's do this for fun, right? They do it for a reason, and that's because it works. So put it out there that you would love to hold a demo, right? You would love to have people. The other way you can do it is you can have your own demo at home. Like who knows they can do a demo at home right now? Whose house is set up, that they can do a demo?
That's all I've done so far, 3 at home. I've been on board 8 weeks.
3 at home. What's your name?
Julie.
Oh yes, I do that.
Sorry, can I just say she's also done Fast Start level 1, 2 and 3 because she's done that.
Yes! Because, and you say that's because of doing demos?
Yeah, at my house, open house.
Yes. So we can all do demos at home, right? Who thinks they can't?
I don't know that many people that live near me.
So if you don't know enough people who live near you, the options could be, right? Networking.
I've got a grumpy husband.
You've got a grumpy husband.
My son when he's at football next week, so there's out there.
Or online. So when we're talking demos, we're still going to do online demos, right? We're still going to have Facebook groups and Facebook pages and do your live demos, all of those things. That is still getting in front of people. But where you will make the most money is when a physical person is in front of you. Whether that's 1, 2, 3, 6, whatever it is, right? So I did a demo the Friday before last, and it was over $1,000. Now I would not be sitting at home making $1,000, right? If I wasn't in front of those people.
Can we give a round of applause for that?
So I know as well. I want to do more demos, right? Because it gets me more money, and it gets me more people rebuying from me, right? And possibly becoming distributors in my team. So one of the ladies that had the makeover is now a distributor in my team. So I sponsored 15 people last month. I'm pretty proud of that. So hence why I double rank, because I was sponsoring people, and it was like you guys had the free. Yes, dear.
Sorry, can I just say, where's Kerry gone?
Kerry.
Yeah.
Her grumpy husband must have called her or something.
All I was going to say to Kerry was, when I was doing demos, when I first started in this industry, and hostesses or potential hostesses said to me, oh, I don't know many people, I'd go, that's perfect. Just ask him to bring a guest because that really helps me network.
Exactly,
So
network.
2 people, bring 2 people, you've got 6 people.
Yeah, networking is a huge part of this business when you are in direct sales, right? It's a huge part of this business. I know that Louise is part of swimming world, and it wouldn't be what it is without networking, would it?
No,
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Anything we do, right, it only grows if we plant the seeds and we water the seeds, right? So it's the same for us. So demo. If you haven't got a demo, your challenge is to book a demo. Now, I would love to see you book this demo by the end of this weekend. At least one demo, right? And maybe we can figure out something that we can do a draw or something. But you've got to show us the date in your diary or on your phone, right? No cheating. And we will hold you to it, okay? Because there is so many ways you can hold a demo, right? You can have it yourself, ask a friend, ask a sister, ask a friend of a friend, whatever it might be. And like Janice said, get people to bring a friend, right? Bring a friend. So that's how, first of all, we've got to have a demo to talk about how we're going to do a demo, right? So, I have in my hot little hands, because I did bring my beauty book, but I have in my hot little hands something that you will see tomorrow. But you're not getting tonight. I'll get it tonight.
That's pretty selfish.
I've got to torment you somehow, But we're going to talk about doing a demo, and really we're going to focus on the opening and the closing of the demo. Right? We're not going to talk about the middle bit. I'm going to talk about a little tiny bit, but really the opening and the closing of the demo is what's important. And what I teach you is what I've been taught by Miss Joni Rogers herself, right? And this is how we teach others in Synergence to do a demo. And it is really just going back to the start, going back to basics, right? So when I do a demo, I arrive early. Okay, you're going to arrive early. If you're going out to do a demo. If you're going to do a demo at home, first of all, I just want to add, make sure you make it a mystery host demo, right? So you are going to give people tickets at your demo that you're having in your house. You're going to give everyone tickets for coming, and they'll get extra tickets when they bring friends, right? And you are going to draw, depending on the sales and bookings at the end of that demo, you're going to draw off the rewards to the people in the room, right? So that's what is a mystery host. So promote it as that. Promote it that somebody in the room is going to win the thank you gift. Somebody's going to win the host rewards, right? And I'll split it up. I don't give everything to one person. I'll split it up so that a few people win, all right? So number one, you're going to do that. But I arrive early to a demo. And the first thing you're going to do when you go to your demo is get set up, obviously, get your table all set up. I arrive so early that I can't be stressed about anything. I don't want to be stressed when I'm doing a demo. It's the last thing I want to be. But also arrive early so that you can do a mini makeover on your host before everybody gets there, right? Because we are in the makeup industry, right? And when everybody else comes, that host's going to feel super special when she's had some one-on-one time with you, and you, throughout that time, are coaching your host, right? You're going to coach that host. What are you going to tell her? Or what are you going to ask her, right? You're going to ask her who's coming. Who's coming tonight, Louise? Who's coming to your party tonight, Louise, right? You're going to say that. Why do we want to know who's coming? Because you want to know what sort of people come in, what they do, you know, are they moms with kids, blah, 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 right? You want to know all these things because this is going to indicate what they're going to buy, what they're going to spend, will they have any money, all those things. The other thing that I always check with my host, I always ask this question, Louise, who do you think of all your friends that are coming tonight will book a demo, right? Who do you think of all your friends coming tonight will book a demo? Now, what I also tell her is, if those two people book a demo, I'm going to give you an extra gift. So what are you doing? Anyone tell me what you're doing?
Giving her an incentive.
Pardon?
Giving her an incentive.
That's right, and you're putting her on your side, right? What's she going to do? She's going to be at that party thinking, oh, I need to get that Louise. You know, I told them she's going to book a party, I better work on her, right? So you need to, like, kind of encourage her because it's going to help her, right, get more free product if she helps you. So you're helping each other. It's a win-win for both of you, right? So first of all, coach the host, get some makeup on her, make her look beautiful, then everyone's going to start coming, right? You're going to introduce yourself to them, you're going to ask them who they are, but we're going to ask them who they are when they're all sitting around together, okay? So how it works, first of all, everyone comes in, and you are going to say, this is my little party over here now, we're over here now, party's here. Okay, so, Julie, two Julies now. Julie, you can be my host. All right, so Julie's all beautiful, she's got all the makeup on, and I am going to say to Julie, thank you so much for having me tonight. You can choose whether you give her the thank you gift then, give her it later. I tend to give my thank you gift at the start, and that's usually for me like a lip gloss, something like that, lip treatment. That's your thank you gift. That's what you choose to give her for saying thank you for having me, right? Regardless of sales or bookings. So I would say, Julie, thank you so much for having me tonight. I really appreciate it. You know, without people like you, I couldn't run my business and be successful, right? That's all you have to say. Now, then you're going to go around and get the other people to introduce themselves. But what you also say is, Julie, thank you for allowing me to come early. How great do you feel now that you've got some lovely makeup on?
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Does it feel great?
Yes.
Yes?
Nice.
So you want to, you know, her all the time. You're getting her on your side, all right, all the time. Okay, then you're going to go around and ask the other people their name. All right, so we'll start over here. Tell me, what's your name?
I'm Sarah.
And Sarah, tell me a little bit more about you. What do you do for a living?
I'm a nurse.
You're a nurse. Oh, that's fabulous. You must know so many women. That's fab. Now, what have I just done? She knows so many women. She's a nurse. I mean, nurses are the best people to sponsor into this business. Anyone a nurse in the room? No? Go find some nurses. They're really good. You're a nurse, right? So she's a nurse. So she knows loads of people, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She goes to a hospital every day and she knows loads of women. And they have staff rooms where they put the books. Nurses are good leads, right? Okay, now, what's your name?
Julie.
I've got two Julies. Julie, now tell me a bit about you, Julie. Do you work?
No, I've got 2 children.
You've got 2 kids. How old are your kids?
What did she say? 2 and 4.
2 and 4, so
2 and
Lily,
4.
so you were involved in probably some mums groups
Yeah.
and, you know, play school, preschool, whatever you call it here, you know, all of those things. So you see lots of mums. Loads of mums.
Yeah.
Completely different to the nurse, right? But still sees lots of other people and lots of mums. What do mums with little kids need?
Time away from kids.
Yes, escape, right? They need an escape. Hence why I joined direct sales the minute I had a baby. It was like, I'm not going to be a 24-hour mom. Like, that's just not going to work, right? So, perfect. No, I didn't tell you, but Jada, where were you?
I can be Dada.
Yes, Jada.
I can be a teacher.
You're a teacher. So again, like, you know loads of people, right? Loads of people. So just a quick, like, ask people who they are, but when they tell you who they are, say something like that. Oh, you must know loads of other nurses, like lots of women, right? Lots of ladies. Plant seeds the whole time, right? That's what a demo is. You're planting seeds the whole time, all right? Now, also, it's not just planting a seed for a distributor. You're planting a seed because they've got lots of friends or they know lots of mums that might have a party, have a demo, right? So you're going to do that first. Then what you're going to do is introduce yourself and talk a little bit about the company, Shea Sense, right? Shea Sense, as we all know, sells Senegent's products. So when I'm talking, you know, doing my demo, I talk about who Jodie is. Who you all do too, because Jodie created our product, right? Or she is the woman behind the creation of the product. So I always talk a little bit about Jodie. You know, the company's been in business for, I think it's nearly 24 years. How long have I been married? 24. So this company, thank you, thanks. Actually, why I remember how long the company is, because it actually started the month I got married. February 1999. So that is when I got married. So coming up 24 years, so you talk about a little bit about Jodie and the company and how it was created. Do you all know how Senegent's began?
With one.
With one. It started with one, right? But do you know Jodie's story? No? So Jodie was part of, also from a very young age, a direct selling company, Mary Kay, which at the time was huge in America, Canada, I think even Australia. Was it ever here?
Not very big in the UK.
No. So it was big then in North America, and she was the youngest ever top leader in Mary Kay. But she always felt like something wasn't right, being that the product did not stay on. And what happened one day was she had all her makeup on, ready to go to a demo, and young Alan was quite young then, and he came up to give her a kiss, and all her lipstick went all over her lovely jacket because it just came right off, right? And she thought, there's got to be something better than this. So she created herself a business plan, and it took her 8 years from when she started that business plan to actually meet the man that created Lip Sense. And that was Urim Fishman. And he is a crazy scientist who has invented so many products that we use in our daily lives. We'll just never know who the scientist is, right? I've met him, an amazing man, and he had created this lipstick, or this lip pigment, that didn't come off. They met at some party. She had the business plan, he had the product. And they got together and they went out there and sold 6 lip colours a gloss, and an oops. Within a very short few weeks, my upline, Jerry Taylor Swade, met Jodie at a trade show and signed up, and was one of the first ever distributors too. I think she was like number 5. So that's where it began, but Joni had put that in place many years before that, right? And then, you know, it took a few years. I know in the first year they sold $1.2 million. So that's for you guys to know that, right? I then tell my story. So my story is that, you know, I've been in direct sales for 28 years. I've really only been with 2 companies. I've been with this company now for 8 years this month. It's my anniversary this October, 26th of October. And I found this company in Canada. I just moved to Canada and I went to a trade show. And for those that know me, I'd say this because sometimes there's a friend in the room, you know, people know me, I'm a lipstick-aholic. Like, I was a lipstick-aholic. So there would be 10, 15 lipsticks in my handbag at all times. Who else was like that? Who else? Yes? Yes. Now I don't carry any. I mean, I'm lying because I've brought me a nice bag this time, you know. But if I'm just out and about and I'm not trying to push my business anywhere, I will take my little bag and my gloss. That's it, right? Don't need my lipsticks. But I was going to this show and I thought, there better be flipping lipstick at this show because my lipstick in my handbag had run out. And I only had one in there this time because I was going to work. So I got to the show and there was this lip, like, umbrella. And I thought, oh my God, lipstick. So I went running over and it was Jerry Taylor Swade and Joni Rogers at the booth in Vancouver. And they said, oh, but this lipstick stays on. I said, no, I've tried everything. Which I had. I've tried everything, right? And there are some stay-on lipsticks. There are, right? But they're never as good as Senators. But I didn't know that then. I said, okay, we'll put it on. So I put it on, was on all day, and they put on me salmon. Salmon. So it was like this bright lipstick all day. And I went home that night and my husband said, oh, your lipstick's nice. I said, I can't believe it. It's been on all day. I said, wow. It's because he knows how much I love lipstick, you see. So, and he said, but does it, like, can I kiss you with it on? And I said, yes. Even better. Like, it doesn't come off. And he hated my lipstick. Hated it, right? So I went the next day, I thought, oh my God, it works. So I went back the next day and I said, okay, just sign me up, because I just want cheap lipstick. So that's what they did. They said, oh, it's free today, Andrea. I said, free? Okay, yes, sign me up. I went back to my booth, because I was selling some jewellery, and I said to my best friend, here's the paperwork, sign up. So I gave her the paper, and she said, what is it? I said, go and try it on, it's lipstick that doesn't come off. Okay. So she went down, tried the lipstick on, signed up. She was my first sign up, right there. And she stayed with me the whole time I lived in Canada as a distributor. But I didn't know there was anything other than lip scents and gloss, or oops. I thought that was it. So I went home. They kind of ignored me, Joni and Jerry. They thought, oh, we'll just sign her up and, you know, we'll forget about that. and then I heard somebody else was coming to Vancouver to do some training. I thought, oh, I guess we'll go find out about this company. So I signed up, got my friend, you know, my friend that signed the paperwork. I said, come on, we're going to see these 2 people. So we get there, and we were the only 2 people that turned up. See, I told you I go to everything. And we were the only 2 people that turned up. And they were in their pajamas, because they thought no one was free. And it was Lisa Tippin Morris and Dawn Christian. So Lisa did my makeup, and Dawn did Lenore's, right? And Lisa Tippin, at the end of it, she said to me, now, you've got to do a video and put it on Facebook. I said, what? I can't do that. No, I'm not doing that. She said, no, you're going to do it in her drawl. I can't do the drawl. I can't do the accent. And she said, no, you're going to do it. So she made me get this glass of water. How convenient that you just brought me this glass of water. She got me this glass of water, and she said, now, I'll record it and you just do this video. And he said, oh my gosh, look, I just tried this lipstick on and it doesn't come off. Do the thing, right? Do the thing, and look like this. And the next day, so she made me post it, and the next day, somebody, my friend, she was in Australia, I was in Canada, she messaged me, she said, Andrea, did you see how many people have viewed your video and how many comments you got? Well, it was kind of like you a while ago when you didn't check your Facebook all the time like you do now. 1,500 views and all these comments. What is this stuff? Like, how do I get it, right? My sister saw it. How do I sign up? This we're all in Australia. I want people to realise that what you're selling or trying to sell them is better than other things on the market, right? Is our product pricier than some things? Yes, it is pricier than some things, but it's also cheaper than some things, right? There are a lot more expensive products out there than Senegence, right? A lot more. So do your intro, talk about who you are, and then of course you're going to talk about, you're going to ask the people who they are, right? And then you're going to tell people what to expect throughout the demo, right? Like Julie's hosting the demo, and you're going to let people know throughout your demo that they have the same opportunity that Julie does. They are going to be able to have their one-on-one makeover before everyone else gets there. Like, who doesn't want a free makeover? Everybody wants a free makeover, right? So do the intro. You also, why I showed you this little sneak preview, is I call it the Senegence Bible, right? Because how to do a demo really is in this book. It really truly is. If you follow this book through, and I know I did just compare it to mine, that is a Senegence one, and the guys have really, you know, got most of what we've got in their book that we've got in ours. So why I say follow it is because if you actually look, it starts with Joni, right? It started with one. So hence you're going to talk about Joni, how the company began, all right? You then lead on to the next page, the sheer sense opportunity. Why did you start in this business, right? Why has it been great for you? And what has it done for you? Like, I've never been shy to tell people that, you know, because of Senegence or because of sheer sense or because of being in direct sales, I've been able to be a stay-at-home mom. My kids are super outgoing. They've seen a mom that's always worked from home, worked different hours, gone out to do parties, pregnant as heck, you know, fitting behind a steering wheel, big pregnant, going out to do parties. Like, you did that too, right, Janice? Yeah. And they've seen that. Like, that's, you know, you can be a working mum that goes to work 9 to 5, but they don't see what you're doing. They just see that mum goes out the door and comes back in. So, because of it, my kids are super independent, super outgoing. Like, they don't just settle for anything. You know, they've seen that you have to work for a living, and they've seen that, the benefits of doing that as well, right? The benefits of that. I know that your kids are seeing the benefit of you doing this, Laura, right? Because you've just been on this most amazing holiday that probably your money from this company helped to pay for, right? Yes. So it is, you know, really important that you are talking about the opportunity and what it's done for you. Okay? All right, it leads on then to, of course, the science behind the product. You are going to do a demo and you are going to talk about the science behind the product, right? That's what's important, is why is this product better than others? Why is it, right? What do we have that's exclusive to other people? Who knows what we have that's exclusive? Correct, Cineplex Complex, which is what? Who can I test? Who knows the answer? You know the answer? Okay. And that is amazing, right? That is the answer in a nutshell. So it's, you know, if you know nothing else, know that saying, right? It's a kinetic enzyme that rushes skin cells to the surface of the skin 23.3% faster than normal, and that is amazing. That is what you say.
Is it okay to read from the...
Totally! You absolutely can read from this book like you are a brand new distributor that knows nothing.
Because I stutter a lot when I speak out loud and I lose my way.
You can stand there with this book and you say to people, look, I'm going to read from the book because I know that when I read from the book, I'm telling you the right things, right? Nobody is going to judge you for what you do, ever. I sometimes hold the book, right? You're going to say your own words a lot of the time, but even just holding the book sometimes makes you more comfortable, right? Yes, Janice.
I always used to hold the book, even when I didn't need to, because I wanted people to see that it was okay.
Yes.
And you didn't have to remember everything.
That's right.
Because I didn't want to put people off by standing up there and knowing it all.
That's exactly right. And the way you will sponsor other people is when they see that you are doing that. Right? And that's what Janice means. She doesn't want people to think that nobody else could do this job. That they have to stand up there and memorise absolutely everything. No. Well, you don't want anyone else to think that. So, in fact, I would tell everybody to hold the book and have it with you, right? Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Do you give them a copy of the book as well? So
Yes.
they can be following it with you?
Yes. So I actually give, I have folders, and in the folder I have a beauty book, I have an opportunity brochure, I have an order form, I have a business card. What else do I have in there? Card, opportunity brochure, beauty book, customer order form. I think that's it.
Hostess appreciation flyer?
Yes, hostess flyer, opportunity brochure, start your business beautifully brochure, beauty book. Yeah. I mean, put in what you like. Put in anything you like. If you've got your own flyers, your own cards, you know, put them in, right? Put everything in, and I give everyone a folder. All right? Everyone gets a folder. Now, it's also good to kind of say, not to open their books yet, right? You don't want them to be flicking through their books when you're trying to talk to them, because they get distracted. So you say, I've given you all a folder, but the rule is you can't open it yet, right? Just keep it there, because you're going to need it later, all right? Going to need it later. When you start going through some product, then you can maybe even use the book as a bit of a game. Who can tell me what page so-and-so is on, right? And you can use it throughout the demo, but not when you're first starting, all right? Just do the start first, okay? So, back to this book. You are then going to get to, obviously, the product, all right? And you're going to do your demo, okay? Now, whether your demo is, you've chosen to do lip sense, shadows. My demo that I did last Friday was about eyes, because I knew that all my friends had lip sense. I thought, well, there's no point me going there and just doing like demo on lip sense, because they've all got it, right? And a few of the girls had said to me, I never know how to do my eyes. I said, well, how about then we have a demo and we talk about a shadow. Well, guess what I sold? Only shadows, primers, pearlizer, everything I put on the model that sat there, they bought. And that's what they're going to do. Because you just showed them how good it is, right? They're going to do that. And then the person I chose to put it on was one of the ones who'd said, I need help with doing eyes. Never wore shadow. Guess what she did? She sent me a picture. She was going out. She had all her makeup on. She said, Andrea, how does it look? She sent me this picture on Messenger. And she looked gorgeous. But see, she never knew how to do it. But because she put it on, or I put it on her, everybody wanted what we put on. And they all bought it. And guess what they all bought? The same colours. They all bought that, the charcoal, the new ones, the charcoal, I've got it on. Charcoal shimmer. What was the other one that came out with it? The light, I've got that on as well. Marshmallow. Marshmallow, did you get those? What marshmallow? Oh, it was mahogany. It was mahogany. So that's what they all bought, mahogany and marshmallow, all of them. But it's because I got it on them, right? So you're going to do your demo, you're going to talk about, you know, the products. Make the demo suitable to your party, to your demo, right? Don't go there with in mind what you want. You need to ask your host, what does she want to see, or what does she think her friends will want to see, right? Don't just go there thinking, I'm going to do lip sense. Because that's not what my friends needed to see. They didn't need to see any lip sense, right? They needed to see other products. So talk to your host, find out what she needs. Yes, my love?
Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Before you have the party, do you speak to the host to find out what colours they like and everything? So once you've sorted
So that's
out
part
what
of
the
your
party is.
that's part of your host coaching, right? So when you're going to coach that host, you always need to do that lead up to doing a party. Don't just book a party and think you can turn up, right? Because you can't do that. You've got to coach the host, make sure she's inviting people. How's she inviting people? You know, she just sent them a text message. Has she talked to them personally? All those things. You need to coach that host. And yes, that's when you need to say, what is it you would like to see at the demo? Because usually that person having the demo has got some Xenogents already, or Shea Sense, right? So, same thing, Julie may not want to bother with Lip Sense. Lip Sense is going to be there, it's going to be on the table if anyone wants to try it. But, coach, work with your host to see what she wants, right? And do the lead up to the demo.
If you're not comfortable applying makeup on other people, can you let them have a bit of a play and show them how to apply it so they can put it on themselves?
Yes.
That's still...
Yes, you can totally do that. If you're going to do that, though, you really are a bit limited to numbers. Like you can't really have more than 6 people. If you're going to have them try some product on, I can tell you now, if you try and do that with 12 people, it's madness. It's chaos, right? If you do it with 6 people who can sit around a table and you can go around and kind of help them a little bit because you're not fully confident in doing it yourself, you really need them to fit around a table. Yes, Janice?
Everyone will be confident after tomorrow.
Good! Yay! That's what you need to do. Now, on that note, I thought, you know, I was pretty good at makeup, doing it myself. I've been a makeup girl all my life, I've always worn it. Kind of not surprised I ended up in a makeup company, really. But I wasn't able to put it on other people. And I've only got that from doing it, and doing the makeovers, like those people coming to my house, doing makeovers. I'm not a makeup artist at all, but I've done the makeup training with Xenogents. I've practiced on people, and I tell every one of those people that came to my house in August, I said, you are one of my guinea pigs, because I need to learn some more skills, right? They do not expect like a brilliant makeover that they're paying for. They're not paying for it, it's free.
And if I like what you're wearing and
Yeah.
how you do your makeup, then they're going to like...
And that's how it came about the eyes, because they're like, oh, Andrea, your eyes always look so nice, you know, I want to learn how to do that, right? So don't be scared to try on a few people, because you're only going to get better from doing it and practicing, right? It just, practice makes perfect, and we're never any of us perfect, never, right? So don't be scared to do it, and that's what I actually did at that demo. I got somebody up front, and I said, I'm going to use Mandy, she's my model tonight. You know, as you all know, I'm not a fully qualified makeup artist. I tell everybody, right? I don't claim to be any fancy makeup artist. I tell them, but they loved what they saw, and they all wanted it, right? And they've gone home and replicated what I did, right? So they're learning as well with you. That's what you got to remember, right? Okay, so make sure they've all got a folder. Don't get them to open it yet, right? You're going to work through this book. You're going to do your demo. You're going to do all those things. In the book, right? In the book, you can, as you're going through, you can talk about collections, right? Now, may not be pictured in there. Let me just see. I'm just going to have a look. So when I say collections, I mean things like cleanser, daytime moisturizer, and nighttime moisturizer. That's a collection right there, right? So you want to talk about selling in sets. So it's a good idea to have on your table some things put together as sets. Now that could be a makeup set that you've created yourself. You could have your own little packages done up if you like, especially at Christmas time. You could have some little Christmas collections that you put together that you're going to sell at a certain price, right? You make your own little packages. So talk about collections. You know, that is going to boost your sales a lot if you can put together some packages. But, you know, it might be the right price, like the same price, but you've added in some Christmas goodies or something, right? Some Christmas lollies, I mean sweets, we don't call them, we call them lollies. They're called sweets lollies in Australia, isn't it, Stu? Lollies. Do you want a lolly? I'm like, a lolly? Well, a lolly's that thing you stick on. No, sweets. So you put together some lollies, right? And put them in a little package, do some little collections. You know, how you do your demo is going to be your thing, right? You're going to find your way. What's the most important is the start and the finish. Now, finishing the demo, in my opinion, is the most important of everything, right? Because how you finish is going to determine what comes from your demo that you're just doing, right? So, we've done the demo. Always take about a 5-minute break and say to the ladies, now we're just going to take a 5-minute break. If you want to get yourselves a drink, don't do this. Don't let them all leave the room and go to the kitchen and start eating. Because what happens? They never leave the kitchen because they keep eating. Right? And also, when you coach your host, encourage the host to keep it simple. You don't want to feast. Because if you have a feast, what do other people think they have to do? They have to have a feast. Right? I mean, I remember I used to do this when I did Tupperware. These Greek people, honestly, I'd do these Greek parties and they'd have like a table full of food and I'd never be able to get bookings. You do it. Don't wait to take it home. That's exactly right. But it discouraged people because they thought they had to do that, right? And I know Janice will know because we always needed it to be simple, didn't we, Janice? Because the more food they put out, people will say, I don't want to do that, it costs too much money, you know. Yes?
What I've said to people is if they want a party, that I'll bring a little complimentary nibble table and wine.
Yes, you can do that. And that can be part of like, if you need it to be, it can be part of the thank you. You know, you choose what you give to your host. You choose all of it. Like we have a program in our book that is a host rewards, and I pretty well stick to it, right? I do the 10%, 20%, 30%, depending on the sales. They get 5% extra per booking, things like that. Do you have that in place?
It's not in the booklet, but there is a flyer that we've created based on that.
Based on the same thing.
It's in our shared training guide.
And I stick to that, guys. I really do. Right, whatever the sales are at the party, I do the percentage. Like my host got like 40% because she got a certain amount in sales and she got a booking. Right? So it's up to you how you do it. Sometimes if it's your friend, you might give them a little bit more, you know, but it's up to you, right? But stick to the guidelines because they really do work, right? So everyone's going to have 5 minutes and you're going to say, 5 minutes guys, get yourself a drink, get yourself a plate, come sit back down because we're going to talk about, you know, we're just going to close off the demo. Make sure that Julie has a really fabulous demo, all right? So they come back and they sit down. And you then are going to ask the questions. Now remember that friends sell to friends, don't they? Do you sell to your friends? If you find something you really like, do you tell your friends?
Yeah, I find a new beauty case.
Matching everything, because you tell each other everything.
Yeah.
She asked them and I'll go up.
She's gone and found it then. Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
So you tell your friends, right? If you go to a good restaurant, if you go to anything and you like, you buy a new pair of shoes. I mean, I bought some shoes lately because my friend was wearing them and I tried them on, they were comfy as. So I'm like, I'm going to order 2 pairs online right now. Right? And I did. She was sitting at the thing, she's got cancer, so I was sitting with her in the hospital. And she had these shoes on. I'm like, oh, they're exactly what I've been looking for. So I just ordered some, right? So your friends sell to friends. So why do you want them all to be sitting together? It's because they're going to help you and your host to close off this party and have a good party, right? So, we are going to ask the questions. Now, Sarah, first of all, though, I've got to say, first of all, you're going to give them the choices, right? You're going to say to them all. Now, there's 3 ways that you can get this product. Firstly, hands up, who knows the 3 ways without really thinking about it? Julie?
Purchase.
Purchase. Right? So these are the 3 choices.
Rubbish.
Customer, host, distributor. Customer, host, distributor. Right? Customer, host, distributor. They're the 3 choices. You're going to give them those 3 choices. They've gone away and they've thought about it. They're coming back. Sit down. Right? So, Sarah, now you've seen all the wonderful products. You've had a bit of a play. What do you think you're going to do tonight? Would you like to be a customer or would you like to become a distributor like me?
I'll be a distributor like me.
That's fantastic. You're going to be amazing with all those nurse friends. we are going to get you booked in for your launch demo before the night's finished, all right? Make sure we're going to book her in. So you're going to have your calendar, right? You're going to have your calendar and you're going to know when you're going to book that launch demo, all right? I'm going to tell you something else in a minute, but that's when we found out what. Julie number two, what about you, Julie? Would you like to be a customer today, or would you like to do what I'm doing, be become a distributor? You're going to get all your products up to 40% off.
I'd love to be a distributor.
You too. That's amazing. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, 2 friends. Look, Julie, you've got 2 friends right here who would love to become a distributor and do what I do. So what are we going to do now with Julie? Number 1. Exactly. So we're going to say to Julie, now Julie, I'm going to give you the same choice that I've given these ladies. Making sure that you understand that if you were to do what I do, you have 2 friends going to join you in the business right away. Would you like to be a customer, or would you like to be a distributor like me? But you see what we're doing, right? They're going to encourage each other. What have they already got going on if they're decided to be distributors right now? They've got a team, and they've got friendship, and they've got a buddy system. Right? It works. This really works, guys. If you can make yourself do this, it works. Right? This is why some of my friends signed up in September when it was free, because they are my friends. They've got a buddy system already in me. They're not just somebody I'm signing up who doesn't know me already. Right? They've got a buddy system. Same thing's going to happen here. So, of course, you must give Julie the choice. Because she, yes, my love.
Sorry, so if Julie number 2 decides that she's going to be a distributor, are you saying that the other 2 are going to sign up under her? Yeah. How do you work that?
So these 2 would sign up under the host. Yes.
Sorry, got it, that's it, right.
So she's the host, she invited those people to that party.
So, right.
How you then sign those 2 up? You know, if they were friends and they came together, you're going to sign one up under the other. But if they're both just friends of Julie's, Julie signs them up.
So they won't go under you, they'll go under their own team.
Correct.
Well, they come under you anyway.
Julie goes under me and they go under Julie. Right?
Yes.
That's how it works.
Yeah, that's what we thought.
Win-win for everybody.
Yes.
Jada, what about you? You're the only one left. You're in, she's in as well. See, I did really good tonight, eh? My goodness. Now, of course, you still want to encourage the sale right there and then. They need to take some product home, or they need to have some product coming to them really soon, because they're going to want to go out and tell everybody about this product. So still, you are going to encourage a little bit of a sale, right? Even if it's just a lip sense collection that they're taking home. You can then decide yourself as well, and I've done this, if I choose to give them a little bit of discount because they just signed up as a distributor. That's my choice. This is my business, and I can do that. That means I'm losing some money, right? But you don't do that unless they've signed on the dotted line. They've got to have signed up. No discounts if they haven't signed up, right? So everyone's signed up. You're going to figure out how it works. You give Julie the option. Julie decides she's going to be a distributor. This does not become her launch, right? This party is not her launch. Now, why would we not do that? Why would we not make this party that we're just doing her launch party?
Because you want to have her friends in to help with her.
And at the launch, you want her to get the orders for her.
Correct. This is my party.
Yeah.
I still have to make a living, right? This is my party that I'm doing, and any sales I get from this, that's my pay. Now, Joni will tell you this, you do not give away your money, right? She never ever turned a host's party into a launch party. She never does that, or did that. Because she said, you have to earn a living. This is your party that you went out to do to make some money tonight. We all need to make money, right? And also, was Julie watching this demo as a future distributor, or was she watching this demo as a guest host? So she wasn't taking any notice of what you were doing, right? Really? Was she? So you also need to book in. Book in, book in, book in, book in. You're going to book them all in for their launch demos, right? You gave them all a choice. Now, ideally, Ideally, that's how you want the party to go. In reality, it's probably not going to all be those people that sign up. They're going to be some who say, I'd love to buy, I'd love to be your customer. They're your customer, right? You found that. You sold to them, right?
So if the host was to sign up and then obviously friends and that all bought, would you get the host then to put yours, I mean obviously you've got to wait 7 days, something like that.
No, you keep it yourself.
Keep it yourself.
Yeah.
You rebook another demo for Julie number 1. Because Julie number 1 wasn't watching what I was doing. She needs to learn herself. You need to do a launch so she can see. Was it you that had the launch that I saw on the screen? Did you have that? Was that?
Your launch.
Yes, it was your launch. Yeah, I watched it. I watched you live. Yeah. And see, because I'm gonna tell you this. Because she had a launch, and because she's seen how to do it, she's doing it. Right? You are holding demos and you are selling a lot of product. But she was shown the way to start with. So congratulations, Louise, for getting that launch. Because not everybody has launches or does launches. I didn't have a launch. Nobody launched me. Right? I just kind of got on with it because they left me behind. They went to America, back to America, and they forgot about me. Right? I was over there in Vancouver and they forgot. So I just did it myself. Right? But ideally, and that's only because I knew what to do because I've done it for so long. Most people who join a business like this, they don't know what to do, right? They need your guidance. They need you to show them what to do, right? So always remember that anyone you sign up in this business, you need to show them the way, right? Show the way and they will go the way. That is it. Bottom line. Yes, my love?
How does it work when you have, so Julie has her friends along, she's the host, and then
she becomes the host. I don't know. I'll just back to ask
yeah,
that.
so you don't want to steal your friends' customers, but then you have another party, they have their launch party, they want to try and support me as a distributor. How does that work?
So you mean they're here now and they might buy some product?
Yeah.
So that's your customer.
So they're my customer tonight, but obviously I realise they're going to become their customers.
Right.
But today, the sales are mine.
Yeah, when you're at the launch party, you're not there as
No,
sales.
I'm there just to show them how to do it, and everyone there is their customer.
Otherwise, you would have gone out that night and not made a single penny if
Correct.
that
Correct. And yes, you're getting people to join your team, but we all know where you make the most money is selling product until you've built a good, big, strong team, right? You need to do that. You can't go out and do work for free. You've got to, and Johnny's the first person to tell you that. That comes from her, right? You have to still make money. You do, right? So show them how to do it. Ask the question. Always ask this question, whether it's one-on-one, on a live demo, whatever it might be, give people the choice. Don't just sell, right? There is other ways to get this product. I will tell you, I'm not a huge fan of, I don't know if this is the right thing to say, signing people up for a discount, right? I'm all about signing up to be a distributor who's going to sell this product to their friends, right? Obviously, it's different for us in Australia and Canada. I have the Kiss and Tell program. I have other things. Like I've been able to flick a switch and my order's going straight to the office while I'm gone, which is fab, right? But obviously, we're a lot bigger, and you know it's all a bit different, right? But you want to make sure that you are making money, right? And in all honesty, when you sell this product, you're going to make money, right? If you sign people up to be just you know, get a discount, you're actually taking money away from yourself in a lot of ways. Is this the right thing, Janice? Do you agree?
I agree. You make less money.
You make less money because when you sign, this is how it will work. You'll sign someone up because they can get a discount, and you probably won't hear much about them anymore. But if they stayed as your customer, they'll repeat buy from you, right? Yes.
I signed Lewis as the discount.
Yeah.
And look at how that's.
Well, I signed up for the discount, right? So when you sign someone on, you have to be the one that realises that there's more to that person than just signing up for a discount, right? Yes. So that's the difference, is also knowing who the people are that you sign up, getting to know them first, right? So like, I'm sure Jodie thought, oh, this woman, she's selling some of the product, she knows how to sell product, right? That was me. I had it in me to go do it, right? And lots of people in this company did sign up for a discount. They did. But always get to know the people, right? Get to know them. And if you want them to be more than that, you've got to watch it. Because if they are going to be more than that, you've got to kind of guide them. If they're not, you'll lose them as a customer, right? You don't want to lose your customers. Because they are like your bread and butter, right? It keeps coming in. Like, I've been away 2 days, and I've already had 7 online orders from through my site, and 2 emails with 2 big orders on them, right? That I can just punch into the system and off they go, or get my daughter to do a bit of work, you know, at home. Because I've got repeat customers, and when I saw the specials for this month, which were just last weekend, I did a newsletter. I've got all my customers in a database, did my newsletter, sent it out, straight away I got orders for the release that came out last weekend, right? So you want to keep your good customers. Yes, some are going to sign up because you see potential in them, right? When you see the potential, that's what you want to work with. Yes?
How do you send out your newsletter? Is that direct to their mobile or
email?
Email.
And it works. Like, I know it's old school, but honestly, emails still work. Texts don't always work. They just ignore them. Right? But I still read emails. Do you all still read your emails?
Yeah.
If it's something I like, I'll read it. If I think, oh, there's a Synergence email, I'll read that. Right? So, and it's also about what you put in your head in and all those things, and the pictures you put in your newsletters. People are attracted to what you... I mean, my email said something about support National Breast Cancer Month or something, get a free gloves. Free, in capital letters. Well, who doesn't want free? Right? So, you know, that's all just customer. We're going to talk about more of that over the weekend, but you want to make sure that you are booking in those demos. If they said they wanted to be a customer, what are you going to do when they say they'd like to be a customer? What are you going to say to them? What else are you going to say? Say if Sarah, the nurse, had said, oh, I think I'd just like to be a customer. Right? Because I only gave them customer or distributor. Remember that? Right? What are you going to say if Sarah said, I'd like to be a customer? Yes?
To be a host and get some free products or earn some discounts.
That's right. So then you're going to give them the second choice. Now, would you like to do what Julie's done today? She's going to earn herself some great, fabulous new products. Or would you just like to buy? Right? You're going to give them the choice to be a host. Because that's how they're going to get their products much cheaper. Right? Yeah? So that's where you're going to continuously talk about hosting a party, buying product, signing up as a distributor, right? But when you are at the demo and you're doing the demo and you're signing up those people, do you think they're signing up just for the discount, or are they signing up because they saw you doing your job? What do you think?
Well, if you ask them, do you want to do what I do?
That's right.
They're going to be the distributor.
And that was the words I used, remember? Would you like to do what I do, right? Not would you like to sign up for a discount? Would you like to do what I do? Right? And yes, we'd love it if all 4 of them said yes at the party. Okay, so do we think that we can go out and do a demo? Do we think? Are we going to book a demo by the end of this weekend?
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Now when I say somewhere, if it can't be in your house because you just don't have the space, right? Where else would you have a demo? If it's not going to be in your friend's house or somebody else's house, where would you have a demo? In the park, in the freezing cold rain, yes. Where else? Oh, in the park! In the park! Oh, of course in the pub, we're in England. In the pub. In park, because it's warm all the time, right? In the park, in the pub, where else?
Village hall.
The village hall, coffee shop, so many coffee shops. School. McDonald's have party rooms, like anywhere. There is a place to have a party, so there is no excuse, right? There's so many of those like things that you can do at parties to encourage people to have a party. People like free things, right? They like to get things for free. They like to be the person that went and picked the envelope, right? So there's so many others. I know Janice will have even more ideas than I'm talking about because we did the old school thing.
My thing was, you know, when you put the tear on the dumpling, the lips on Magic Libby's poster, and the one prize of those closest to the lips.
See, that's cool, isn't it? See? Find fun things, because people like fun things. And it will encourage bookings, right? It will encourage bookings. I mean, I was never happy, ever, if I did a demo and I didn't get 2 bookings. So that was my goal, was to go out that door with a great party for the host and 2 bookings, right, Janice?
Yeah, I used to have a bookings basket, but if I had a cancellation, I used to put the Prosecco with a tag on it that said, "This is an extra special thank you, which I will bring to your demo on the 17th of October."
That's right.
So if I had a demo cancelled next week, and then I'd present that an extra thing at the beginning of the
That's
demo.
right. Something else, just
You
along.
also have that ready if you've got an extra night that's not been booked for the view.
Yeah, exactly.
See, what you can do as well, and I did this a lot, I know my sister, she's always followed me wherever I do. She was in Top Wear Under Me, she's in Search Shannon and Thunder. And she's a Crown Princess, I have to add. My sister is a Crown Princess. And she always did this. She took her host reward to the next demo to give to the host so everyone else saw what they got for free. So she booked 2 parties in close, right? They weren't too far away. So when the product came, she went to the next demo and she took it all wrapped up, all in beautiful, you know, ribbon and all that. And she said, "Now here you go, Julie. Here's your lovely products that you got just for having me over," right? Everybody else wants stuff all wrapped up with ribbons. So that's another thing you can do, right? Make sure that you are showing why it's beneficial to have a demo, right? In your book at the back, you've got all your kit options, you've got about being a distributor, you've got the trips that some people are going on Monday while I'm up in lovely rainy Yorkshire. And you want to talk about that. So that's, you know, don't forget ladies, you know, we're talking to the party, that these are the reasons I do what I do, right? Because I was able to get a fabulous kit for just this price. Because I've been all around the world, right, in this business. And I have, right? I've had free cars, I've had trips around the world, all of that because of doing direct sales, right? And Senegence. I've been to numerous places with Senegence, and it's just the best thing in the world. Isn't it, Laura? Going on a trip, right? So talk about those benefits. They're things, you know, if somebody thinks that they can go into a business and earn a trip to go somewhere for free, are you going, Louise?
I am.
Oh. You can go somewhere for free. Would everybody else want to do that? Right? Of course. So talk about the benefits, talk about the reasons why you do what you do. Why did Johnny start this business? Was to give people like me and you an amazing opportunity, right? Because she saw that is possible, and it is possible. Like you guys, I know you all follow lots of successful people in America. Chantal Patou in Australia. Who follows Chantal? Sit on that table. Seriously, I'm going to tell you something real quick. I did this trade show a couple of weeks ago. It was my first one since going back, and I was so excited because I didn't have to organise it, somebody else did, and I just turned up, right, with my product. And people would come to the table and say, "Oh yeah, I've heard of this stuff. I watched that, you know that person on like Chantal Patou?" yeah, that's her name. I said, "Yeah, but I really want to buy it in person from somebody." I'm like, "Yes, that's me, that would be me." So it's great when people follow people, right? And they will buy from that person because they can. I'm talking, she's in Australia, I'm in Australia, right? But they really want to see it in person. Now, not just one person said to me that on that day. Proof that we need to get it in front of people, right? It's all great for them to watch it online. And they think, oh, she's brilliant at makeup, she's this, she's that. But they want to try it themselves. So I picked up, seriously, I'm sure about 5 people that day said to me, oh yeah, follow that girl from, you know, I think she lives in Perth. I'm like, yes, I know who you mean. I love her, really. I got customers, right? And that's going to happen. See, that's the thing as well. When other people share, it's going to help other people too, right? So it helps me. And she's great. Like, I messaged her and said, hey, some people came along today and they saw you online. And I'm going to tell you quickly too, if you don't know this, Chantal Patou is mega seller. Mega. I'm talking 20,000 a month, biggest team on the planet, like mega. And about 6 weeks ago, she booked in a pop and shop, or shop and whatever, pop and shop, in some boutique in Perth, right? Well, she has that many followers that she posted it on her thing, that the whole day long there was a lineup out the door to come and try Lip Sense. So these were all people who follow her, but they wanted to see it in person, right? Why we have to do demos?
Andrea, my customers were messaging me following her, because
Yes.
my customers follow her.
Follow her.
And they're like, whoa, did you see her line of people all day? And how
So I'll tell you the results, because I talked to Chantal after. I said, oh my God, Chantal, like, what the heck? Seriously. And she said, oh my God, Andrea, I was so beside myself. I've never done a demo. She said to me, I've never done a demo. She said it was the first time I've ever like set up something. Because she had a huge following with her nails, joined Senegence in the middle of a boom, and it just exploded because she already had like 6,000 Instagram followers. So she just went along selling it online. And I'll also tell you, she only ever sold Lip Sense till Jerry Taylor Swift told her off and said, do you know we're way more than just Lip Sense, Chantal Patou? And she made her put like all the other products on, and she went home and her business boomed because she was only selling Lip Sense, but she shared that with me. That was her first demo. And she was blown away. She said, I'm exhausted. And she sold $15,000 in a day. But because people, even though they follow her and they watch her on lives and all this stuff, they wanted to try it, right? So that is why you need to do demos. Yes? Do we all agree?
Yeah.
That in person is going to bring you better results.
Yeah.
Right. So by the end of this weekend, you're going to let Janice know your booking date. All right? Janice?
Yeah, we'll do a prize.
Good. We'll have a prize. Okay?
What was that?
Good.
Chantal
Patou. P-A-T-U. She's a Kiwi. She's a New Zealander, actually, but she lives in Perth. Yes, Chantal Patou. I'll give you permission to follow her. You'll learn so much from her, though. She's amazing. You learn a lot of great tips from Chantal. But she also does, like, Get Ready With Me, Fashion Fridays, blah, blah, blah. She does all sorts of things, but it's fun. All right? So, demos are the answer. Okay? Promise me you're all going to do one.
Yeah.
Good.